Hi y'all, my name is Lindsay Green and I'm a green status presenter. I actually am really nervous right now. I've never done this before. I've never shared like the bread and butter of my business, the basics of my business with anybody except for my team and maybe my other close Y sisters. So I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. And last night I actually made a video and I was supposed to post it yesterday, but I got really anxious and worried about what y'all were gonna think and if this was gonna be helpful, if the content was good, and I just totally chickened out, which you should never do. But yeah, but I woke up this morning with more confidence and more positivity. I kind of psyched myself up for it. I said, no, I committed to doing this. I want to do this. And so now I'm doing it. I'm just coming at you myself. I don't have curled hair today or a cute outfit on or anything, but this is me. And yeah, I'm really excited to share with y'all today. So I joined in September of 2015. I hit green in November. So I went back and thought, what are the main things? Can I pinpoint a few things that I think really got me there and that I've continued to incorporate into my business that have allowed me to maintain elite green status and just continue to learn and grow and slowly but surely keep getting better. So yeah, I do want to preface this video first by saying or talking about just a couple of things that aren't necessarily income producing activity related, but they are a couple of things that I think have been essential in my life. And so in the past 9 months of my Younique journey, just a couple things that I have figured out to be really important. And the first one is every single presenter, whether you're white or you're black, we all have different strengths and weaknesses. We're all completely different, and that's okay. That's great, actually. But something that you need to be constantly reminded of, and I know you've probably heard this a million times, but it's just so important. Don't ever compare yourself to anyone else's journey, ever. It's dangerous. The reason it's dangerous is because we compare our behind the scenes work with other women's highlight reel. And I hope that kind of makes sense, but the only comparing that you should ever do is to compare yourself with who you were yesterday. You don't know what that presenter has done. You don't know the work she's done. You don't know how she got to where she is. And guess what? For you and for your success in your business, it doesn't matter. So just don't do it. Don't compare yourself. On that note, also the other thing I want to talk about was that this is not a competition. I'm as competitive as they come, but I'll just give you a little bit of an insight. If all that you want is to be number one at the top of the leaderboards and you want to beat somebody else to a promotion, or you want to get there faster, you want to be better than anybody else, or just win at anything, that's just not going to be good for you. It's going to give you some short-term results, and if you're on top of the leaderboards and you're promoting, congratulations, that's amazing, but do it for the right reasons and conduct your business with integrity. Yeah, it's not a competition, and the only way that you are ever going to be satisfied and happy in your life, whether it's Younique related or not, is if you are constantly staying humble, congratulating others, and immersing yourself in personal development, not making it a competition. So just don't do that. Okay, yeah, so now that you know a little bit more about kind of my mentality, I'll go into some more specifics, more like the meat and potatoes, income producing stuff in my business. And I'll just start off with the most important thing for me. I'm a party girl. I love parties. Month in and month out, my go-to focus is parties, parties, parties. I do in-home parties, Facebook parties, but still probably about 80 to 85% online, so mainly on Facebook. But if you're like me, I don't have a large group of local customers, so I have a hard time keeping stock and actually using it for something, you know what I mean? So I rely on my online market, Facebook parties, for my PRS, and I don't have a lot of extra money laying around, or like any extra money laying around to keep stock. I can't buy my PRS every month. I can't keep any stock whatsoever, so I don't. Every 100% of my PRS is from my VIP page and my personal page, but mainly it is from parties, never from stock or bulk orders. So if you're like me and that's you, yeah, focus on your parties. So there's a kind of a stigma around the party system online, and don't let that scare you. There's a lot of reasons why that is that way it is, but Facebook has changed a lot in the past couple of months, and there's some new strategies and new ideas that have really helped me keep parties successful. And if you have tried parties in the past and you didn't get the results that you wanted, I'd encourage you to kind of revisit that and see if it might work for you now, because it can be really lucrative. I really enjoy it. So the first thing I want to talk about is sit down and take the time to customize the name and the theme of your party. Any type of generic material whatsoever is going to be extremely detrimental for your party sales. Generic pictures, generic names, the word party, generic posts, anything along those lines whatsoever has been the reason why women who are invited to these parties don't interact, and they just don't pay attention. So customize the name, customize the posts, customize everything. Brand it. Don't, for the love of God, be generic, because that's the reason why parties have gone down the drain for some girls. Also, make sure that you are taking the time to get to know and to talk to your hostess. Find out some things, quiz her a little bit, coach her about the importance of interaction and excitement. Ask her what about the demographic? You know, what's the average age of her close friends? Where is the majority of the girls invited to this party from? What products, in her opinion, do you think they might be interested in? Things like that. Talk to her, coach her, figure out some details, and incorporate that information with the popular product posts, popular tutorials, things like that, and some consistency. And those things combined, I promise you, will get you results. Also, focus on making that party about the hostess and about the women who are invited to the party. Don't make it about you. That's going to be really helpful as well. As far as getting hostesses, booking more parties, if you never ask, the answer is always going to be no. That's just the simplest way to put it. If you are not constantly reaching out to your friends list on Facebook and people that you know outside of Facebook even about hosting a party, or if you're not diligently following up with your customer to make sure that they are completely satisfied with their product and their experience, and offering them the opportunity to host a party and get even more free makeup, you're just not trying hard enough. And that's a little bit of tough love for you, but it's the truth. Reach out. Ask your friends and family. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by assuming that a girl wouldn't want to host a party because you don't know. Please just go ahead and ask. Reach out constantly. Follow up with your customers constantly and put the opportunity out there. Some women don't even know that they could host an online or in-home party and get free products. So inform them. Make sure that you are doing everything you possibly can to get hostesses. They are not going to come to you and say, hey, I would really like to try this product, but I don't want to pay for it. So can you start a party for me? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And you posting a picture of your free products that you earned from a party, or some other girl that she earned, is going to maybe get you a few, but you're still going to have to reach out, and you're still going to have to follow up religiously to keep it going, to keep getting hostesses every single month. Okay. It's not going to work all the time for you just to make a post about it. The other one really important thing that has contributed most to my business has been just consistency. And as I talked about before, we're all different. We all have different strengths and weaknesses, and we focus on different aspects of our business. But no matter what that is for you, above all, above anything else, the most important thing is going to be consistency. I'll just give you one quick example. Consistency as it relates to attraction marketing. I became friends with my awesome sponsor, Lorenda, in January of 2015, but I didn't join until September. So I can tell you right now that I never would have joined or became interested if she wouldn't have stayed extremely consistent in her attraction marketing. You might be someone who joined because you were reached out to by a presenter, or for any other type of reason. But if they weren't consistent in that act, you never would have joined. So yeah, it relates to everything. It relates to parties. It relates to sales in your VIP page. It relates to attraction marketing. It relates to everything. Consistency is the most important. I really hope that some of the stuff that I talked about was helpful for you. And the two things that I focus on the most over anything else, parties and consistency, have helped me get to green, and they're going to help me continue to promote and continue to learn and get better and grow my business. So I am so excited to watch everyone else's videos. I love learning new things and taking tips and tricks from other women, and you should do that too. You should be like a sponge. That's something that is going to help you no matter what status you are. It doesn't matter if you're in the early learning stages or if you've been doing this for 2.5 or 3 years. It doesn't matter. Continuing to learn and to grow as a person and in your business is really important. So I hope that this has helped you do that, and my plan is to continue doing that myself. So thank you, Megan, for doing this. It's an awesome idea, and I look forward to hearing everyone else's videos. And if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask me. Have a great night.